Every person in this world is gonna make their own decision for themselves. I would like an explanation to, people with vaccines. Why are they still getting COVID? If that's something that we are supposed to highly be protected from, like it's funny that it reduces your chances of going to the hospital. It doesn't eliminate anybody from getting COVID, right? So everybody in here vax? I would assume, right? So you all can still get COVID, right? Okay, but you can still get COVID, right? So, and you can still pass it along with the vax, right?
So, so
I'm not
have,
asking, I'm just asking the
no,
question.
oh, sure. And so like having COVID back around the Olympics, like that basically you're saying like, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but did having it change your opinion one way or another? Like, did it kind of reemphasize, I don't need the vaccine and things like that?
No, 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 no. That wasn't the case. I mean, yeah, I had it, but that doesn't mean I can't get it again. I mean, it's no different than somebody with the vaccine. Like yes, I developed the antibodies for it, so my chances will be less likely now as well, right? But it's still a possibility I may get it. Just like there are players and coaches and staff who are vax and missing camp right now because of it. So
Andrew, Dieter Kurtenbach with the Bay Area News Group. Hi. Do you anticipate being able to fully participate with practices on October 13th with your vaccination status?
I'm just going to keep all that private right now.
Is the prospect of possibly not being able to play home games something that weighs heavy on you right now?
Again, anything that's to do with my status, vaccination, I'm just going to keep that private. It's a personal matter, so I'm going to keep it personal and private.
Andrew, what's the support like from your teammates right now? Whatever you're dealing with off the court, what kind of response have you gotten from them?
No, it's all love. It's all love and support. No negative energy.
Andrew, are those kind of conversations a comfortable thing to talk about in the locker room or after a workout, that kind of thing?
Yeah. My team. I love them. I would talk to them about anything. It don't matter. I know whatever I say to them is gonna stay private. So, if they wanted to chat about it or anything, it wouldn't matter.
You expect to be able to practice tomorrow, no issues in this first week or two, right?
Man, I'm just taking it day by day. I'm dealing with today. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow will handle itself.
Andrew, Janie again. Just out of fairness, people believe you aren't vaccinated, but if you would like to set the record straight and tell us one way or another, that I'm just giving you that opportunity.
Oh, no, that's all good. I'm just going to keep it private for now.
You're a pretty low-key guy, and obviously, this is becoming a bigger story around here. Is this uncomfortable for you, just kind of what has become?
Nah, it's not uncomfortable. I'm confident in my beliefs and, what I think is right, what I think is wrong. Yeah, I'm just going to keep, doing what I believe, whether it's one thing or another, I'm just going to keep doing it.
Andrew, is there a dialogue in the locker room with your teammates? Are you explaining your decision or your choice with the vaccine, or are they trying to convince you otherwise?
I'm going to keep that private. I'm not really going to put, even if they did or if they didn't, I'm not really going to put it out there like that. It's my team, so I'm going to keep it private.
What are your thoughts on the young guys coming in, Moses and J.K. and those guys? What are you seeing from them so far?
Man, they can play. You know, they're good young guys. You know, I came in maybe about 2 weeks ago, and I was practicing. But they're good players, man. You know, they're ready for this league, and you know they work hard. You know, and they're great people, great kids.
Andrew, we've
Sorry, you can go.
okay. Certainly seen and heard a lot about how hard Clay has worked, and I'm sure you've been around him some recently. And just how eager are you to see his comeback after so much, and just to get your kind of your full squad back?
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I'm excited. You know, I know how hard he's worked to get back to the point that he's at now, and you know the comeback story is going to be even better. You know, it's going to be great. You know, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited to have the full team back together.
Andrew, how have you kind of tried to tune out the chatter and the noise the past few days while preparing for a season?
I just focus on myself, man. I'm focused on myself, focus on the team, and you know, basketball. I've always been good at blocking out the outside noise. You know, I got good family, good friends, and people that keep me level-headed and you know, focused. So that's what I do.
Do you know what you want to do at this point? Have you made a decision, or are you still figuring it out?
I'm just keeping it all private right now. You know, just taking it day by day.
Andrew, have you been told that you have to wear a mask around your teammates? We've all been told we have to wear a mask while we're in here.
I've been told of some, you know, rules and stuff like that. So. Great potential, man. Great. I feel like with everyone healthy, you know, we're one of the best teams in the league.
Andrew, Chris Everest, ABC 7 back here. What was the biggest thing you worked on with your game? What were you focusing on this summer?
Just shooting, ball handling, you know, making different reads and, you know, trying to play within, you know, this offense.
Andrew, just to follow up on Ann's question, you've been told of some rules. Are you indeed wearing a mask around your teammates, or when you're inside this building?
I'm just gonna keep what I do private. You know, I'm sure whatever I do in this building is gonna get out to you guys anyways. So I'm sure you guys will figure it out, or know about it within the next couple hours or tomorrow or something. So I'm just gonna keep whatever I do private, even though it's probably gonna come to the light eventually. So.
Karl Anthony Towns has been really outspoken about the way COVID has impacted his family. Is Kat a guy that you keep in touch with?
Yeah, I talk to Kat every now and then. You know, we're so cool.
Andrew Anthony Flores with NBC Bay Area. With all the talk you've talked about how hard you've prepared for this season, how disappointing to you would it be if you're not allowed to play at least home games here?
Like I said, man, I'm not even thinking that far ahead. I'm thinking day by day. You know, trying to figure out what's best for me.
Hey, Andrew, I know it's a private issue, like you said. Last year, when we asked about it, you were a little more open. You said, you know, if I get to a point where I have to take the vaccine, I'll do it. Do you feel like you're in a position where you're going to have to make a choice? And is that frustrating? Because I know you have your personal beliefs, and I want to keep them personal, what, you know, you don't want to tell us. But are you at a spot where you feel like your back's against the wall and you have to make a choice either way? And is that frustrating?
Back is definitely, you know, against the wall. But I'm just going to keep fighting for what I believe, and whether it's one thing or another, get the vaccination or not get a vaccination, who knows? I'm just going to, you know, keep fighting for what I believe, and what I believe is right. You know, what's right to one person isn't right to the other, you know, vice versa.
Andrew, you seem pretty convinced. What's the reason for not just explaining what you believe?
It's none of your business. That's what it comes down to. You know, I don't ask you guys about your beliefs. I don't ask you guys what you think is right or wrong. You know, we're different people. We like parenting. Like, you know, some people shed their beliefs onto their children. Some people let their children to grow up and believe what they want to believe. You know, who are you guys where I have to explain what I believe, or what's right or what's wrong? In my mind, we're two totally different people. What you think is not what I think. What I think is not what you think.
Andrew, we're trying to help you tell mass audiences why you apparently haven't done that, taken the vaccine. Does that make sense? What we're trying to give you a voice here.
I'll say something when I'm ready. The only thing the media has done is kind of make it bigger than it has to be. So, like I said, I'll say my side of everything when I'm ready. I don't work on y'all's time, I work on my time.
In terms of bigger than it has to be, I mean, you stand to lose a lot of money.
And it's my problem, not yours.
Okay.
Andrew, as you make decisions about your body, has some of the information that you've collected, has that come from Warriors doctors?
Came from everybody. Everybody got something to say.
Christina Carl from the San Francisco Chronicle. I was just curious, have you been in regular communication with the Players Association, and what kind of comment or guidance, or can you characterize those conversations at all if you are?
I have, but I'm gonna keep all the other stuff private.
Hey, Shalom, all praises, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakakadash. And our double honor to the ones that are being humiliated in this time and have no reputation and have forsaken all to follow and serve the Lord with the whole heart, the whole soul, and the whole body, loving their brother as themselves. And you see with a lot of these athletes, like they have the NBA now, you can't play and you can't get paid unless you get that vaccine. Well, what's heavy about that is that you have a few of them actually like standing on what they believe in, and a lot of people know about the truth. A lot of people know about the truth, but it's very hard for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. And the Lord said, you have to forsake all and follow him. That's the only way you'll be accepted of him. If a man leaves everything that he has and sells everything he has, gives to the poor, and follows Yahushai. That's what this thing's about. It's about you decreasing. It's about you trimming your lamp and trimming down things that you have that's of excess. Unlike these Pharisees and scribes, they're all about excess and extortion and having too much, and getting more and more and more. They can never be satisfied. And when you've been given so much gifts and money from this world, there's a tendency of you always having a void you need to fill. Like you need this. Okay, you got this Ferrari. Now you need the Lamborghini. It's just like, it's crazy, but when you have the Lord, you're content in all things, and you don't really need anything, because Lord gives you everything you need. He satisfies your needs with food, raiment, a shelter, a house to cover shame, like it's written in Sirach. And we nothing of this world can persuade us or change our mind. And our mind is Yahushai's mind. We have the mind of Yahushai, and Yahushai was all about his Father's kingdom, not this kingdom. And that's why Yahushai said, if this were his kingdom, his servants would fight. But from hence it is not. So we're not fighting for this place, or we're not fighting for a position here or to save our jobs. Like, we're casting that away. See, the Lord said, if a city's not worthy of the words that you're speaking and what you're teaching and what you're saying, then wipe the dust off your feet and keep moving. Because the Lord, he's going to destroy this place, these jobs, these people. You see, Second Maccabees 6:1. It says, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers. You see that? So what Esau does, he sends men of renown, old men. Like you have this other basketball player, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He is a fucking puppet. He just says whatever they want them to say. Oh yeah, everyone get it. Everyone get the vaccine. It's just, and this is the mark of the beast. The vaccine, the masks, the RFID chip. That's all the mark of the beast. See, these scriptures are manifold. You know, guys like to see it just through one lens. Well, you can't just see how man sees. You have to see how the Lord sees it too. So all these prophecies are being fulfilled right before our eyes. But see, a lot of guys' eyes are blind. They're blind, and they're leading the blind to destruction. You know, you can't go and eat somewhere unless you fucking wear a mask. You can't go to the store unless you have a mask. You know, certain little things. It's subtle. It's subtle. That's what a serpent does. He's subtle. And then eventually it's going to come down to the vaccine, you know. But at the end of the day, brothers, our victory is our faith. And that's what we walk by. And just like Andrew Wiggins was saying, man, he was making a point. It's like, I'm taking it day by day. See, this world and these reporters and this fucking fucked up social media, they want us to worry about a month from now or, you know, our future, our career. You know, we're not worried about that because in our mind, it doesn't exist. So we have power with God, right? Yasharallah, Israel, Israelites, he is a prince of power. So your thoughts hold weight. Your words hold weight, you see? And we're the days are numbered for this society, man. You see? Because that broad gate is full of ignorance and full of wickedness, corruption, and pleasing men, flesh, having too much, trying to save your own life, trying to save yourself. But in the process, they're going to all be killed, all be destroyed by the Lord. So that word compel is to force, all right? To force or oblige someone to do something, right? So that's what this old man of Athens was compelling the Jews. He was forcing them to depart from the laws. Just like the prophecy in Revelation, he causeth all. He compels everybody. He forces everybody. He persuades, he pushes people to do that. So if you don't have a strong mind or a strong will, if you're not in the will of the Lord, you're going to fall. You're going to fall and you're going to be deceived. You're going to be trapped. You see, you'll be taken advantage of. You see? So it says, and not to live after the laws of God. And that's, see, our bodies are our temple. And we're not to pollute it. We're not to put things in that we don't know that's not lawful, you know. Verse 2, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem. So this is what it's all about. It's all about our people. It's all about Israel, especially those of us in this truth. And that's what the media wants to like act like it's not important, but it is so important. It says, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympius, and that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that place, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. It says, the coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, you see? So this is what's very sore and grievous to our nation, man. It says, verse 4, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. And that's the same thing that Eli's sons did. You know, they brought the woman where they weren't supposed to. They laid with the woman right by the temple, right by the altar, which they weren't supposed to do, you know. And Eli, he was so old, he couldn't rebuke his sons because he had respect to persons. So it doesn't matter who it is. If it's your sons, your favorite basketball player, your dad, your this, your elder, your someone in your camp, if they're trying to like lead you away from the Lord, you're to rebuke him. And if he don't hear you, then you're to stone him with stones. You see? Because they're cursed, man. And a lot of guys are cursed. You're trying to lead our nation away from the Lord and serving different gods and shit. Strange messiahs. See, you got a lot of guys are teaching a whole different spirit, a whole different messiah, man. It says, and besides that, brought in things that were not lawful. And that's what guys are doing. They're bringing in things, they're bringing out things in their videos that's not lawful. all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. So we're not in the moment. We're not in the time of talking about woman this and woman that and a edict of woman and all this and that. And yeah, we talk about what Esau's doing and what's going on with prophecy and in the world, but see, what's of the world hears it. So we don't care about what the world is doing. We mute the world. What matters is what is Yahweh Shai saying, man. That's what matters, bro. That is what is going to get you through these times. Not you knowing what the mark of the beast is and you knowing that, you knowing this and that prophecy and this and the family of word and Isaiah 4:1. Like, that don't matter. If you don't have Yahweh Shai, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. So a lot of guys are irrelevant, and a lot of these elders and camp heads and leaders of our nation cause our people to err. They don't cause them to come to the spirit of truth, Yahweh Shai. They're defiling a lot of people. They're misleading our nation, man. A lot of people to death. It says 2 Maccabees 6:5, the altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbiddeth. Verse 6, neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. You see? So the same thing's happening all over again. And when you keep Sabbath days and ancient fasts and high holy days, and you profess that you're a child of God, you get the fakes, and you confess that you're a true servant and prophet of the Lord, and you know what I'm saying, then you are gonna grieve the enemy. You're gonna those that are faking being the Jews and being fake Jews and being fake prophets and false brethren, you're gonna anger them because why? You're so real and you're so authentic while they're trying to enact what you are. You see, but they came and they came and fill those shoes. You see, Daniel 8 and verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Right? So by peace, we want the best for you. Just like them reporters, they were trying to like soothsay him, man. They were trying to like seduce Andrew Wiggins. They were like soothsaying him, like, oh, you're to lose so much money. We're thinking of you, and you see. And by peace shall destroy many. And a lot of you corrupted leaders and guys in this truth, they're doing the same thing in this world's doing. By their false peace, their fake peace, they're destroying so many people, Because we're not in a time of peace. We're in a time of war. We're in a time of division, of separation, you see. And you choosing a sign and you making a stand, that's the times we're in. It says, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, Yahushai, but he shall be broken without hand, you see? So their hand, their power, because you need your hand to hold things. They're not going to be able to hold this place, man. They're going to be broken. You see? It says, and the vision of the evening and the morning which was told is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. Right? And the Lord, he's opened all these seals. He's opened all these seals, and he's opened them up to his men, that he's opening up to his spirit. It says, receiving his word, it says, and I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days. Afterward I rose up and did the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. You see? So the men of the Lord, they're going to be going through a lot of changes and a lot of strange things, and they're going to be given things that many, many men don't understand. So that's who the Lord can actually trust with it, can trust those secrets with his servants, the prophets, man. So there's a lot of hidden things that only if you're truly a servant, you're going to be able to dig in the right areas to find and bring things out, man. That's been a mystery since the foundation of the world, you see, because when the disciples, Yahushua, would teach the word, they would be astonished at the doctrine. Astonished, man. Matter of fact, let me just get that word for astonished. Right? It says surprise or impress someone greatly. And that's how the Lord is coming, like a thief in the night. When you surprise someone, you weren't expecting them to come and you surprise them. And that's how the men of the Lord are coming in, and the elect are awakening. Everyone's like surprised that, we like came out of such great tribulation. Even the angels, when they look at the elect, they looked at them like in awe, like, whoa, they got out of this corrupt, filthy, wicked ass place. The Lord received them. They were able to escape these times and this destruction. That's a miracle. It says, in the sense, stunned, bewildered, dismayed, stunned. And it goes into to thunder, extremely surprising or impressive, amazing. You see that? And that's what the men of the Lord are. They are amazing. They are an astonishment. They are a peculiar treasure unto the Lord. Luke 20 and verse 19. It says, and the chief priests and the scribes the same hour sought to lay hands on him. And they feared the people, for they perceived that he had spoken this parable against them. And in these parables against a lot of you chief priests now in this truth. And that's why you're starting to find out what you really are. You guys, the Pharisees and scribes, all you guys, man. Yahshua, but Manatazak Ba, all you great millstone guys, a lot of you elders, all these other camps. They're just like these 501c chatters. And even worse, all you guys made it in variations and in little differences, they've all made a deal with the wicked, man. You see, one way or the other. You see, well, one can do this, but the other can't. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of limitations, man. That's why they're not free to Yahushua. And that's where the prophets come in. See, we're not basketball players. We can't slam dunk. We can't run the fastest. But when it comes to us speaking with authority and power and belief and strength, and without fear of death or fear what man can do unto us, we hold the title for that, man. We're holding our crown with that. That's our crown. That's our duty. That's our law. That's our profession. To come up against these owners, against these corrupted managers and the princes of this world and the ones in high seats. Verse 20 says, and they watched him and sent forth spies which should feign themselves just men. So we understand that a lot of guys that have not been sent to the Lord, but they run. But they don't run for the right reasons. They're not running to the Lord, which is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and safe, but the wicked, they're running. They might have the name of the Lord, but they're like running away from the angel. Lord is actually chasing them away. And a lot of you guys are fake. You're not really upright men. You see, and we see right through a lot of you guys, man. We got the X-ray vision because we the true X-Men. It says that they might take hold of his words, so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor. But you know what's beautiful is that the governor was given his authority by who? By the Lord. So everything is of the Lord. So once you understand that, that's the secret power of you understanding why things are the way they are. Who's doing everything that's happening right now is the Lord. The Lord's in control of everything. That's why the Lord told his servant, don't fear, don't be afraid. You see, I'm going to help you. I'm going to strengthen you. Isaiah 45 says, Luke 20 and 21, and they asked him, saying, Master, we know that thou sayest and teachest rightly, neither acceptest thou the person of any, but teachest the way of God truly straight, right? So the way of God is not having no respect to persons, man. Meaning like allowing someone that you know, that you like, to have basically to be over what the Lord is saying. And when you, matter of fact, let me just go to this in Deuteronomy. And this is a very serious law, man. Deuteronomy 18. Matter of fact, this is one of the highest, biggest laws, man, because you're to serve the Lord and Him only. So when someone is trying to like get you away from serving the Lord and following Him, that's a big crime. And just like Moses said, you know, let my people go that they may serve me. You see? So in order for you to serve the Lord, you have to what? You can't be under the ties and entangled with this world, man. Because the Lord's called to be a soldier now. Let me just get this. In Deuteronomy. Alright, Deuteronomy chapter 13 and verse 6 says, if thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers. Right? And the Lord said in 1 Corinthians 8:5, though there be many gods and there be many lords, there's only one God and one Lord unto us, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. You see? It says, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from the one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him. And the Lord said, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. And don't follow multitude to do evil. It says, neither shalt thine eye pity him. Don't be sorry for these guys, man. Neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him. But thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. You see that? So that's the times we're in right now, man. We're in a time of war. We're not in a time of love. See, this world has really perverted what love truly is, bro. You see, and you see that with the fucking LGBTQP, man. See, we're in a time of killing and death and destruction, man. And that's what the Lord is using his men to speak as. But not like these fucking false prophets saying peace, 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 and shalom, and this, that, and third, and it's Doja Cat and Israelite. Who cares about Doja Cat? Who cares about this entertainment of this world? It's all about the word of the Lord and the elect. That's it. And the elect are going to be coming from all avenues, man. They be repenting, come back to the Lord. You know? Luke 20 and verse 22. Is it lawful for us to give tribute unto Caesar or no? But he perceived their craftiness, you see? Same thing with the king, and he sent that old man in Athens to force or compel our people to serve his God and sacrifice his God. You see? He says, but he perceived their craftiness and said unto them, why tempt ye me? Show me a penny. Whose image and superscription hath it? They answered and said, Caesar's. And he said unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which be Caesar's. Right? If you owe money to Esau, if you owe a bill, give it him. It's his money. Benjamin Franklin, Edomite. Thomas Jefferson, Edomite. All Edomites. All of this world. All carnal. All the riches of evil is all the root of all evil is money. Give it away, man. You see? And unto God the things which be of gods, you see? So when it comes to your temple, your mind, your spirit, that belongs to the Lord. You see? The Lord said, all unbeliever, all the fearful and abominable, all whoremongers, when you hoe out your body for money and shit, shall be in the lake of fire. You see that? So I like that part where the basketball player Andrew Wiggins, he said, the lady was like, you're gonna lose so much money. And you know what he said? He said, that's my money. That's not your business. That's my money to lose. I'm going to lose that money. Verse 26, and they could not take hold of his words before the people, and they marveled at his answer and held their peace. You see? They had to hold their peace, man. They had nothing else to say. And that's what the men of the Lord were always able to do. They were able to stop the mouths of lions, man. They were trying to devour the righteous, the Lord, and the people, the sheep. You see? And that's what the Lord did. He got them the hell out of there by his parables and by him speaking plainly, man. You know? He was saying yes and yes and no and no. Anything else is evil. You see? So there's a thin line between what's Caesar's and what's God's. And you have to be able to understand, you have to draw that line, man, and not go over that line, man. Don't cross that line, bro, with the Lord. You see, he's a jealous power. Jeremiah 6 and 13. Jeremiah 6 and verse 13, it says, For from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness, right? Wanting something that's not really theirs. So this world, these riches, this kingdom is not ours. You see, it's not our world. But everyone from the least to the greatest, to you know what I'm saying, in these camps and in this world, they covet after what's not really theirs, of Esau's blessing, you see, and then they just forget about their own blessing, man, which is the spirit, which is the word, you see, and they in the process of them doing that and making them moves, they forsake the Lord, bro. They forsake their life, bro, because they forsake eternal life, man, immortality, and their blessing, man. Says, and their inheritance, which is from the Lord. It says, and from the prophet, even unto the priest, everyone dealeth falsely. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. And the way they've healed our people slightly is that they'll tell you you're Israelite. They'll tell you the mark of the beast, our refugee chip. But there, matter of fact, and we brought this out at camp. Let me bring this out in James. But they're saying peace, shalom this, and go in peace this, but they're not giving you the things that's gonna allow you to go in peace, allow you to enter into Lord's rest, you see? James 2 and verse 15, it says, if a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled. Notwithstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful to the body. What doth it profit? Right? So these guys' words are profiting nothing, man. Because it's not mixed with faith. So their works are dead. They are dead. Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone, you see? So with their mouth, they show much love. Yeah, have faith. I know the Lord. They know Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. But they're not working the work of Yahweh Shai, man. They're not working the works of him that sent him. Their work isn't hidden. They're all out there in the public. You know, they only do this to be seen in men, Matthew 23 and 5. So it really shows you what these guys are, man. Corrupt and dead and evil. You see that? And that's why they were always like accusing Yahweh Shai. Oh, you're healing on the Sabbath day. Yeah, but Yahweh Shai was giving our people what they needed, that healing, that entire healing, so that they could actually go in peace. You know, that's why the Lord said, you know, when was I hungry or naked and ye clothed me? When you did to the least of these, you've done to me. And a lot of you guys are so fucking prideful, man. You're going to be destroyed, man. We're coming into that time of the goats and the sheep. The Lord, as a shepherd, making that division for those that are going to inherit the kingdom, eternal life, and those that are going to go into hell, destruction and judgment. Luke 7 and verse 46, it says, matter of fact, 44 says, and he turned to the woman and said unto Simon, seest thou this woman? I entered into thine house. Thou gavest me no water for my feet. You see, so the same kind of example the Lord is trying to show you is like, you have to give what they need. You can't just say, oh, go in peace, or hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure they're good. And by doing, you got to give. You see, thou gavest me no water for my feet, but she hath washed my feet with tears. See, she might not have had water, but she had tears. She had sorrow. She had pain, and she was afflicted. You see? It says, and wipe them with the hairs of her head, you see? So she was able to do with what she had, her temple, her body, you see? Things of herself. She didn't have to go and buy, oh, Esau, I need tears. Let me buy some tears from you. Oh, Esau, I need hair. I need to buy some hair from you. Well, I mean, even though women do that. But you get my point, bro. You wise out there, man. You brothers, you real true brothers out there, man. Luke 7:45, thou gavest me no kiss, you see? Lord said, kiss the son lest he be angry. So, guys, they're not kissing the Lord, bro. They're not close to the Lord, you know? The Lord knows a proud of far off. That thou gavest me no kiss, but this woman, since the time I came in, hath not ceased to kiss my feet. My head with oil thou didst not anoint, but this woman hath anointed my feet with ointment, you see? So, Yahushua is making it understood that wasn't doing anything to Yahushua's body that was profitable to his body, but she was with her own body. You see, that's what we're doing, the elect. We're fasting unto thee. Her sins, which are many, are forgiven. For For she loved much, but to whom little is forgiven, the same loveth little, right? And a lot of guys, they haven't gone through a lot of experiences, man. So they're not able to love a lot. They've only been forgiven of a little, because the ones that's gone through a lot, they're more like grateful for it, man. You see? And he said unto her, thy sins are forgiven. And they that sat at meat with him began to say within themselves. So they weren't even saying it openly. They were saying it in their mind, bro. This is telepathy. This is spiritual power. This is what it means, spiritual power, bro. Things of the mind. Things that you can't see. It says, who is this that forgiveth sins also? And he said to the woman, thy faith hath saved thee. Go in peace, you see? So faith with the works is able to what? That you can go in peace. You're able to enter into peace, you see? Ezekiel 13 and verse 4, it says, matter of fact, 1, it says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, this is the false prophets condemned. So you guys are condemned because you love the darkness rather than the light. You love the shadow. You love the confusion rather than the no confusion, you know. For our Lord is not the author of confusion, but of peace, you see. But of peace, you see. Of true peace. And that's what he is, a Prince of Peace. It says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord. So what's another thing I want to say too about, you know, these basketball players, like the Lord, as you can see in Corinthians, the Lord has not chosen the mighty, you see. He hasn't chosen those things. He's chosen the things that are lowly to confound the wise, to confound things that are mighty, you see. It says, thus saith the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets that have followed their own spirit and have seen nothing. You see, they don't see Yahushua. They don't see the Lord eye to eye. Their eye isn't single. They're blind, man. It says they're not walking by faith. They're walking by sight. They're walking by their sight. And there's a way that seemeth good unto man, but what's the end of that way is that man that's walking in is death. It says, O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. You see that? And that's the day that we're in. We're in a battle right now, man. And we're not helping our people to sit down like you chief priests and these high seats and you sit in Moses' seat. No, we're helping them to stand on their own 2 feet. Just like Peter at the porch of the temple. He saw that lame man. He's like, I don't have no gold or silver. I don't have no money of Caesar, of Esau, or Benjamin Franklin's. But what I do have, I give you, which is Yahushai. See, we have Yahushai. And we're able to help other brothers that are lame and are weak to stand on their own 2 feet. And what did he do? He started praising the Lord in the temple. He was able to walk into the temple, man, because no one else was helping him. They were just giving him things that weren't helping him. And see, money can't buy you health, man. You see? Money can't make you whole. You see, and that's what that parable meant in Acts. You see? Yeah, there was people giving him money, but that money wasn't making him whole. Yahushai did. Whew. So yeah, man, these false prophets, they haven't gone into the gaps, they haven't even made up the hedge. You see? They've actually scattered the sheep. They scattered them away from Yahushai. They scattered them away from Yahushai. So yeah, they might be gathering you to them, to their big camp, to their greatest camp, but they're scattering you away from the chief shepherd, you see? And they're bringing you to these chief priests that are guilty of the blood of Yahushua and the prophets. And this word for gaps is a breach, a breaking forth, you see? So they haven't gone into the places where the enemy is trying to rush in, you see, to fight against these wolves and these heathens. So Lord, when you was edified and your eyes were open and you found that comfort, man, because this is what this thing's all about. You brothers stay strong, and I'll check y'all on the next one, man. Stay strong, brothers, and we're almost out of here, bro. Pray for a few days. Pray for a few days, bro. The kingdom is already prepared. Watch. Keep an eye out. And stay on your guard. Defend the gospel and defend your brother. Hey, Shalom, Baba Ball. Shalak Mashpayim. Shalom.